Yep, I am. It's gonna be shorter than usual though. It's probably only going to do one chapter of this since... Oops. Since there's only like 2 or 3 of them left, yeah. 11, 12 and then 13, which is the last one. And 11 and 12 are actually quite lengthy if I recall, so I'm probably just going to do 11 tonight. So let's get started. When we last left our heroine, she had just assembled the stone, all the pieces of the disc that she had gone through great lengths to gather.
It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave.
She also managed to score this scale or jewel from the blue of the kin, which I think is supposed to go on the disc, but we can't quite combine it with it yet. I'm guessing we will at one point. But story-wise, what? The last thing that actually happened was that we were running away from the Vanguard, both in the bodyguard sent to our home in this world form, and in the army coming to Mercuria in the other world form. And we escaped in both times by shifting, so, well, one time we did at least. The other time we got pulled into...
It almost looks as if my painting has changed since the last time I was here. The colors are more vivid, more real.
Well, thank you for that, April. One time we actually shifted, and the other time we got pulled into the mystery world by that old lady who's in the framing device. Also, I think if we examine this now...
It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition. I have no idea what it is, and neither, apparently, does she. But it looks absolutely beautiful.
You're not going to acknowledge that that's actually what a Merum looks like. Good job, April. Well, now that you've actually gone to the other world and seen them. We're also told, actually, that in order to trigger more shifts... What if we try to go downstairs first, though? Alright, there's like guards posted at the entrance. So we can't go out that way.
Oh no, more agents! Damn it, I can't get out!
How are we going to escape this place then? Well, if we have her look at herself.
I look like a real sailor. Arr, matey.
If you say so, April. So why not let's seize the paintbrush and palette that's just sitting here on the shelf. Apparently, since her talent, even though we haven't seen anything produced by it, is painting, let's have her paint.
The old woman, Lady Alvane, was it? She said something about using my craft to focus my powers, to learn how to open a shift at will. I guess it's worth a try.
Go on then. Don't actually show us... Oh, there we go. Looks kinda like the thing from the first part of the game, the prologue. And sure enough...
I did it on my own, I did it!
April.
Oh, Mother. What's wrong with you?
Touch me, April.
Sure. There you go. Also, what's going on with the chat over here? Don't know what that was about.
What's happening to you, Mother?
I am dying, April.
But you can't die. You're the Mother, the White Dragon. You're eternal. Aren't you?
The Mother is, April. But I am not. It is time for the new to replace the old. For the seed to grow into a flower, and for the withered and the grey to turn to dust and pass on into the ages.
Help me understand, please.
Take my blue eye, the crystal. You need it.
But I can't.
Take it, quickly.
Well, alright then, if you say so like that.
Please don't go.
I am tired. The war with chaos has taken its toll on me. I wish I could have seen my children grow up.
When will the egg hatch?
When I die and turn to dust, be here, then, to witness the new mother.
I promise.
Be who you are, April. Do not be afraid of that.
Who am I?
My daughter. My own daughter.
So we're about to see ourselves being born? I never quite understood what, how to fathom what's going on, because I think it is pretty much clarified that, yeah, the White Dragon is supposed to be April's mother, but they don't actually explain how that makes sense. Which also kind of means that if the thing that's gonna come out of the egg is April herself, which I don't know if that even makes sense, or if it's a different child. I really couldn't tell you. But if it's the former, it pretty much means April saved herself at the beginning of the game.
Sister? Sister?
Oh, never mind. Apparently it is a sister. Still don't understand how April could be the child of a dragon, though.
I can do it now. I can shift. Ironic as it may be, though, I think I've done all I can do in Arcadia. I have the 2 Arcadian Dragon's Eye jewels, the disc, and a star map. Now I need to find the Guardian, the 2 missing jewels, and somebody who can help me decipher the star map. And I have to look for those things here, in Stark.
Well, yeah, the priest guy is gone. That used to be here.
It's the confessional.
Can we go into the
It's been
confessional?
more than 2 years since my last confession, but no. I'm not in a mood to be counting beads right now, and with my list of, shortcomings, I'll be counting beads for a very long time.
Well, I think the sister was something else separate from the mother, but as April just, you know, helped us recap there, we did in fact just get all we need from Arcadia, which is a magic world. Got the disc, got the jewels from 2 of the dragons. There's the blue one and the white one. But we still need to find the other 2 dragons, the red one and the green one. We still have no idea where they are, ostensibly, but since some time has passed, there's something here that we are expecting that'll help us continue our search for a certain someone. So let's head into the depths of the shipyard, where we will meet a colorful character once again. Thank goodness that they still have that camera running. So here we are.
Sorry I'm late.
Whoa! It's the fake ID girl. Hold on.
So time to pick up our fake ID then.
You got it?
Where you been, man? I've been holding on to this for a week now. Yeah, a week.
What's the trouble? I paid up front.
What's the trouble? What's the fucking trouble? The trouble is, baby, this thing's hot. It sizzles, man. They catch me with the shit on my hands, they give me 20 at least.
Like you wouldn't get twice that for any of the stuff you have in here.
Yeah, but that's mine, man. Mine. My problem. This here is yours. Shit, take it. I don't want it anymore. What up?
That's all.
Well, I don't know if that's all, because as it happens, there's one more thing that this guy can help us with. And that is the star map.
It's obviously a map of constellations, and that cross must be where the gateway to the Guardian's realm is located. Where that is, I have no idea.
So let's see if we can have some consultation with Bryce here.
Any chance of you deciphering this for me?
Looks old. This old? It looks old. It's gotta be old. What do you do, rip off a museum or something? Because I'm cool with that.
It was a gift. Would you be able to calculate the coordinates of that cross based on the positions of the stars?
Shouldn't be a problem, as long as this thing's accurate. I'll just do some chem trace tests. See when it was made, and then figure out the rotation of the constellations and calculate the... Yeah, sure.
And what's it gonna cost me?
This time, you still got credit from the AG unit you gave me. Works like a fucking charm, I'll tell you, baby. It's hot. I can float like the wind. Does. Even with 2 people on at the same time. All...
I don't want to know that. So, when can I get the results?
Can't do the chem tests here, but I'll call a friend of mine who owes me a favor. Come back later. Yeah.
Sure.
Alright then.
Don't wait a week this time.
I'll try not to. Also going a bit over the subtitle capacity there, aren't we? Well, not much I can do about that, but we do have our fake ID card.
My own mid and upper level ID card. A girl's best friend. I never imagined I'd one day be carrying one of these babies. Not unless I married a lawyer, a doctor, or a screen repairman.
So, with this new fake ID in hand, we can access new parts of the city. Which is what we're gonna do right now, since we need to get to those parts of the city in order to try to get closer to the villain. And we go to the elevators here. We weren't allowed in before because we didn't have one of these cards, but we should be good now, I imagine. And indeed, that Robocop type guy didn't say anything. This certainly looks different, doesn't it? Well, not much we can look at though, apparently.
They got the coolest clothes in that store. The coolest and most expensive. I saved for months to buy a pair of socks there once. The coolest pair of socks I ever had.
I think that's the idea, but what if we try to go into this shuttle here?
I can't believe they wouldn't let me on the shuttle just because my clothes stink and I look like a bum. I mean, considering what I've been through in this outfit, I'm surprised I look as presentable as I do.
Well, gonna have to change that, I suppose. Fortunately, we do have a...
Could do with a change of clothes. And so what if this store's way out of my league? After what I've been through, I deserve to splurge a little.
Well, get to it then.
I look good, I feel good. Thank God they had a thermal shower in there. I needed a proper disinfection and delousing.
If you say so, I don't know. Couldn't really tell you anything about fashion, but I guess this does look more presentable in this context.
I can literally feel the price of this outfit. Nice.
Before we go any further though, let's have another look around this place. We can examine this wastebasket.
It's a pizza box.
With a pizza box inside.
There's an empty pizza box in there.
And since we can take it, I mean, obviously, why wouldn't we? So we are now the proud owners of a pizza box.
There's one piece of moldy pizza left inside this pizza box, and it seems to have chemically merged with the cardboard, so I'd better, keep it closed.
I don't know. We can check out not only the shuttle, but also the tubes, though, it seems. So what's at the tubes? Oh, I see.
She's one of those chirpily soulless, plastic-faced sales reps specifically bred for one single-minded purpose. To make you sign a colonization contract.
Oh yeah, we heard about that. Apparently there's stuff similar to the slave labor of the fucking 17th, 18th centuries going on here. Where they ship you off to colonies to do hard labor and stuff.
Those documents are just for show, to create a faux retro atmosphere and put the customer at ease. I mean, if they got paper around, they've got to be good people, right?
Right. You know, obviously only good stuff goes on paper.
It's a list of today's departures to the orbiting stations. Most of these are bound for the Morning Star, an MTI-owned station in geostationary orbit above the city.
Can we make this happen then?
Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Let's go with the typical April answer then.
Aside from the fact that the fate of two worlds rests on my shoulders?
Yes.
Just peachy, thanks.
That's good. How may I help you today, ma'am?
How does it feel like working for the dark
How
side?
does it feel working for the dark side?
Pardon me, ma'am?
I mean, it's slavery, isn't it?
Certainly not. That's a popular misconception. In fact, our colonists are given the best of care, a job suited to their talents, and a full salary.
You tell yourself that, if that makes it easier to sleep at night. That's all, thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Please come back and see us again.
Well, that was very productive. I'm glad that we decided to come here, but let's actually try to get on the shuttle this time, I think. Off to Elysium then. Not sure why it was necessary to take a shuttle to get over here as well, but more of a formality, I imagine.
It's a bored-looking policeman.
Can we chat him up then?
Officer,
Yes, ma'am?
can you direct me to the MTI building?
Certainly. See that huge, massive, towering building over there?
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Alright, I'll imagine there's only one though, even though I see multiple structures in the background. So down to the street, I would imagine, of this place.
Wow, it's a faux Roman palace. How very Las Vegas.
Well, this guy looks like the person to talk to.
Scary. I believe that circle with a big X through it is supposed to represent the destruction of the balance. These guys don't get around.
So now we're in the Vanguard's headquarters, I suppose.
Stunning. In a creepy neo-fascist way.
With all these subtle neo-Nazi imagery, according to April.
He looks like a receptionist. Hi there, Jerry.
Gerald, do you have an appointment?
Well, I need to see your boss, why not?
I really need to see your boss, Jacob McAllen.
There is no one here by that name, miss. This is a private building. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Now.
Well, we could insist.
What floor is Jacob McAllen on?
We do not have a Jacob McAllen working here, miss.
Do you have any McAllens at all? I'm not picky.
I am not about to divulge any private information to a person such as yourself.
Good for you, Jerry.
Gerald, it would be so nice if you left now, miss.
Can I bribe you?
Can I bribe you?
I'm sorry. What?
Pay you to let me slip by you, unnoticed, into the elevator?
For goodness sake, miss, absolutely not. I am not your common lowlife.
I'm sure even a stand-up guy like you, Jerry, needs some pocket change now and then.
Gerald! And no, I do not. Now I would like you to leave. Immediately.
Well, let's keep going then.
How do I call the elevator?
You do not, miss. I call it.
All right, thanks.
No, you misunderstand. I call it. For people who work in the building, or for those with appointments with the people who work in the building. You are... how shall I put this? Street vermin. A hooligan. Scum.
You were homesick the day they taught diplomacy, weren't you, Jerry?
Gerald, please leave the building.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Gerald! And if you do not leave, miss, I will be forced to call the police.
Well, fortunately we need to get in there, but to distract this guy we do have this moldy pizza box with us.
Got a pizza delivery for Mr. McAllen.
Really? There's been no... Wait a second. Weren't you in here before?
Me? Nah. Been delivering pies to the, to Venice. I ain't been up here before. Nice hood, clean pavements, good air.
I could have sworn... Oh, very well. Give me the pizza and I will see to it that it's delivered to Mr. McAllen as soon as possible.
No can-do, guy. This has got to be delivered now, before it gets cold. You know how Mr. McAllen gets when his mozzarella is cold.
I can't very well leave my post, so... All right. Step into the elevator and I will send you to Mr. McAllen's office. But I want you back down here pronto, do you understand?
Sure, take my word for it. So Jerry has some nearsightedness or short-term memory loss, I would imagine, if that worked. Oh boy. Well, this place doesn't look ominous at all, let me tell you. What with these guys in the tanks?
What is that? It looks... God, it looks human! I guess the Vanguard are growing these creatures for a purpose. Maybe soldiers? That's one war I'll do my best to prevent. I don't know what they're growing in these tanks, but whatever it is, it's disgusting. And alive. I don't know what they're growing in these tanks, but...
Probably the same thing in this
they're
one.
humanoid.
Humanoids. What about the view, then?
That's an amazing view. I can see clear across the city.
Well, good for the guy who works here, then. Speaking of...
There are documents scattered all over the desk.
Let's rummage through the villain's desk, then.
Papers. There's nothing here that's my name. And my address. Obviously there's... God, they've been tracking me, watching me.
Yep, they've been onto you for a while. Speaking of them... Here comes this guy. Just sort of strut around the room for a bit.
You were the last person I'd expect to find here, Shifter. I've spent an obscene amount of money and resources tracking you down. Since before we knew your name. Before you even came to Newport. And then, you simply walk into my lap. Like a mouse into a great big trap. Looking for the cheese, I'd imagine. The Guardian. Well, he's not here, I'm sorry to say. He's being held elsewhere, awaiting your directions. You do have them, yes. The directions to the Guardian's realm.
Well, time to have a discussion battle with the main villain of the game, then. It would be stupidly heroic, but might as well try to bluff our way out of it.
Sorry, but I never managed to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
Pity, really. And I thought you'd done so well on your journey across Arcadia. At least you have the disc and the 2 jewels I'm missing in your possession. So good of you to bring him here. I thought I might have to go pick them up myself.
I have friends.
Don't
Oops.
make me laugh, girl. Did you really expect your good buddy Cortez to tell you the truth? Or to come to your rescue like a knight in shining armor? He's been using you. Tobias, Cortez, the bloody kin, all your friends. They've been using you for their own selfish reasons. They're no different from me, Shifter. No different at all.
Well, I don't know, I mean, at least they're frank about it. At least they don't send the Robocop minions and priests with gun hands to murder people, but... How have you helped? That's right.
They've helped me. You haven't.
Haven't I? I could have caught you earlier, Shifter. I had my eyes and ears in Arcadia, and you have made quite a spectacle of yourself from time to time. But I let you go about your business. And now you return to me with precious gifts. So don't tell me I haven't helped you, just as you're helping me now. Now, you have been kept from the truth just as much as everyone, Shifter. You are just a piece in a grand game of You're not even a big piece. You're a pawn. Now, give me the disc and the jewels, the dragon eyes, and then we can wrap this game up. I'm quite certain you know more than you let on about the Guardian's realm as well. I'll have that information too, very soon.
We could just give it to him or try to resist.
I'm not giving you anything.
I have an army of devoted soldiers in this building, Shifter. I run this city. What are you going to do? Round up a mob of your friends? Forget about shifting as well. There are magical barriers against that in this building.
All right, I give up. Here's the disc and the jewels.
How nice of you. Now let me just saunter over here to take them from you and then try to run away, but only to be stopped by...
I wasn't lying to you, unlike some of your accomplices. You don't have a choice. You must give me what you have.
Fine. Who the hell cares anyway? I'm exhausted and I give up. Cortez has abandoned me. I've hurt my two best friends in the world and maybe you're right. Maybe you're no different from the Sentinel. Maybe they're as bad as you, and maybe you deserve each other. It doesn't matter, you've won. What are you gonna do now?
Let me guess. This is where the heroine coaxes a confession from the villain before the final act of the play commences.
For full details, turn to page 63.
I'm all for a satisfying denouement. What now? I have the Guardian, I have the disc, and the jewels, the key to the tower. And soon, if you play along like a nice little girl, I'll know where the gateway is.
So you don't need me anymore?
Apparently not. I thought I might, so I decided not to kill you. But now that I have the Guardian himself, your role in this game is... up. After you tell me what I need to know, of course.
Then what will happen to me?
Nothing. I'll let you go. You can do me no harm, and I'm not a cruel man. Not unusually so, at any rate.
Well, time for more questions, I guess. How did you get the other two jewels?
How did you get the other two jewels?
I've had one of them for ages.
I wonder why.
The other came into my possession only a week ago. As luck would have it, now I have the last two, and the disc.
Why didn't you go look for the jewels and the pieces of the disc yourself?
I would have. But my power over Arcadia has been disturbingly limited until now. The Tyran have proved a valuable addition to my disciples, and with their help, I've dispensed with most of my opposition in Arcadia. But still, locating the stones would have required the cooperation of the Sentinel. Now, I may be a charismatic man, but I doubt they would have told me anything. And those wretched magical races, you think they would have cooperated? No. They were waiting for their savior, their prophecy come true. And you seem to fit the bill. Why not take advantage of that? As for the jewels, the white and the blue of the Drykin were not likely to submit to me. And that was a battle even I'd be well advised to avoid.
Well, time to clear up the rest of these questions. And what about Cortez? Haven't seen him for a long time.
What happened to Cortez?
Cortez. I had Gordon take care of him. He was just interfering too much for his own sake. There are rules, and he broke them. He brought you into... He broke the rules.
What will you do once you open the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
Gordon Alloway will take the Guardian's place in the tower, and he will rule according to my plan. The worlds will be reunited, and the Earth will be one realm, as it was, and as it should be.
Sounds Vanguard-ish.
So, this is all part of your master plan to rule the Earth?
When you put it like that, I guess, yes. But I'll be a fair and just ruler, my dear.
What's the point? You're like, what, 60? In another 60 years you'll be dead, and then what? Leave the kingdom to your firstborn?
I'll be around a lot longer than 60 years. A lot longer. You really don't know me, do you? You really don't know anything about me.
Apparently not.
But time is ticking, Shifter, and the wheel of the balance is turning. Please, enter the elevator to your right. I want to show you something.
Alright, time for more exposition then, I guess. In this bizarre steampunk shaft from fucking The Empire Strikes Back. This can only end well for us, so let's play right along.
What do you think?
Of what?
What is it?
Exactly, that's my question.
This is the end result of the centuries of work and research the Vanguard have done. A breeding ground for shifters such as yourself. Warrior shifters.
Okay.
So tell me, what do you think?
This hasn't been foreshadowed at all, so I guess, I don't know. Does it matter what I think?
Does it matter what I think?
No. I'm just trying to be polite. Now, give me the disc and the jewels. And don't try anything this time. I might have to hurt you myself.
So I guess we didn't give those to him last time, but now the transaction is complete. So it's time to witness the taking of whatever's in there. Or maybe he put something inside, I don't know.
I will ask this one last time, because I am a patient man. Where is the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
It's in Reading, England.
It's in Reading, England.
I'm sorry, what?
Right by the train station, there's a quaint little coffee shop. In the ladies' room of that coffee shop, you'll find the gateway you're looking for.
I see. Humor. What an unfortunate way to end this seance, I have to say. Very well. I'm leaving now, and when I come back, I'm certain you'll be a lot more cooperative.
Well, he seems confident about it. So I really have no reason to doubt him. And indeed, he still has that odd strut of his.
From McGowan's little demonstration, I'd say that was some kind of fancy safe or containment channel.
By the way,
It's a monster!
well, we can try running right into him, but that doesn't really do much. He seems a bit unconcerned with actually doing anything. He's just gonna stand there most of the time. So let's say hi again. Like, he seems to be swatting at the air, but that doesn't actually seem to be doing anything. So maybe we could try manipulating something nearby.
Elevator locked. Hoverpad exit closed. Hoverpad exit?
Hoverpad exit. Can we actually do that? Well, apparently we managed
It's
to.
a fancy safe or
Yes, I know. Might not be the best idea to explain that while the monster's up in your face. Can't get out into the hoverpad though. But only to have this guy follow us.
It's still coming after me.
Oh lord. Yeah, amnesia, clearly. These are the people born of the stray Azoth going on the world, thank you very much, I don't know. So I can be chased by this guy. Maybe what we're supposed to do though is get him over here, and yeah, that would seem to be like a thing. I guess I would need to employ some astuteness in order to get past this screen. Oh, there's a ledge.
This wasn't such a good idea.
Nope, it really wasn't.
Hey, you wanna try discussing things over a hot cup of mocha instead of all this killing April business? Guess not. Well, help!
Oh, well. Something just happened. Couldn't quite see where it came from, but... Sure, that works.
Cortez!
Oh, could barely see him, but yeah, apparently suddenly there's
You've been keeping
Cortez.
some rough company, señorita. Better be more careful in the future, no?
Where have you been?
What? Were you worried?
Yes, no, I mean, I was scared you were, you know, dead.
So you care about me. Ave Maria Purísima. What am I going to do now without you telling me to get lost?
Joke about this, Cortez. I've been in a lot of situations these past few days where I could have needed your help, but you weren't there.
Perdóname. Forgive me, señorita. I've been indisposed. When I finally managed to escape my prison last night, I began looking for you. You left an interesting trail, I must say.
What do you mean?
For one, the border house, most of Venice for that matter, was under guard. There seemed to be some question as to how you managed to escape the Vanguard agents.
Magic.
So I thought. You've been picking up a few pointers in Arcadia.
I'm turning into quite the Girl Scout. It's amazing how resourceful you can be when you're in a bind.
I see. I've noticed.
So how'd you get captured? It couldn't have anything to do with hiding out in that church where there was no security or anything.
How did the Vanguard capture you?
With a small army, and with the help of a very dangerous man. Gordon Holloway.
I met him. Not the most personable guy in the world, and he could really do with some sun.
Gordon is a creature of pure logic. He was split in two halves when he was a child, one bound to Stark, the other to Arcadia. The victim of terrible Vanguard experiments, I'm afraid.
Chaos Vortex, right?
That's him. He's magical and chaotic, half untethered. What some people would call his soul. Gordon would have been Guardian had the Vanguard not destroyed him.
I heard the story. Can he still be Guardian?
The Vanguard believes so, but if he did become Guardian, he would twist and corrupt the balance to his own benefit. What the consequences would be, I fear to even think.
Have you told me everything I should know, Cortez?
About?
About this. About everything that's happened to me in the past, say, week.
I've told you all I can tell you.
Yeah, sure. You know, I overheard a conversation between you and your friend, Father Raoul, and then McAllen.
Jacob McAllen? He's here?
He was. He released that mutant freak on me, so that I'd tell him where the gateway to the Guardian's realm is.
Ay, Dios mío. We must get you away from here. He's a very dangerous...
He's a very dangerous, strutting man who still can't...
Why? If it isn't a family...
Only clasp his hands from behind his back.
Spell your hand in this, brother. The Vanguard. Was this the extent of your originality? If you had to meddle in the affairs of mortals, would it not have been prudent to show a little subtlety?
He seized the dragon and bound him for 1,000 years. Free at last, brother? Thais Salutaris. Giselle.
I didn't picture you walking amongst men in a man's body with a man's name. McAllen. The balance must not have dealt you and yours with the best of hands.
The balance will cease to be, brother. The scales will topple, and the old walls will fall. The age of dragons is imminent, whether you join us or not.
Join you? You symbolize all that I despise. You hate and fear these mortals so much. You bring on chaos to destroy them, but you will only succeed in destroying yourself. Our time will come eventually, but not by your...
No, this is new information.
Worlds of mortals so important to you that you forget who you are?
I never forgot who I am. That crime is yours alone, brother.
What's this? There is still time. You are blood of my blood, kin to my kin. You are immortal dragon. And our destinies weigh the scales of the universe.
Where do you get all those cliches, kin to my kin? Doesn't it ever bother you that you sound like a badly written play?
Oh well. I will not miss your sarcasm, brother. It always felt a little... strained. Tabas!
So time for this amazing climactic confrontation where these two old men are finally revealed to be older than old men. Need to let go then. And of course they become the dragons as they're falling.
Cortez! Cortez's watch stopped. Oh God, his heart. That's what Brian said Cortez called it. His heart.
Well,
His heart stopped. Cortez is dead. Can't believe that. It doesn't make sense because... He's gone. All died. God damn. I can't. Everybody I love dies. Everybody I...
yeah, so those two were the red and green dragons. Big shocker there. You know, the people with the two best informed people about Arcadia in this world turned out to be really important. Who would have known?
Unlock containment chamber? I think yes.
But yeah, now that the sort of shuffled off to the side with the fates ambiguous, we can get the rest of the jewels, I think. Guessing that's what we just got. Oh yeah, the disc's now complete.
Complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave.
I don't know how she's going to get out of here, but I guess she could try the elevator again. I'm sure that all the other people that are here will not object to her just walking out after that.
They're humanoid.
I think we just killed one of them, but yeah, no one stopped us on our way out.
And what, pray tell, took you so long? Excuse me. I'm talking to you. Stop.
Screw you, Jerry.
Yep, so much for Jerry then. And even the cop that was standing out here is gone. I guess they're too busy dealing with the two dragons that fell from the sky just now. Maybe this guy knows what's going on. Except we can't examine that. Could look at the pizza machine though, that's apparently a thing.
It's a bingo instant pizza machine. I never liked those things. They taste like artificially flavored cardboard boiled in grease.
So I guess we can't get one then.
I am sorry, but this bingo instant pizza maker has been shut down by order of the Newport Department of Biological Warfare.
About time, too.
If you or anyone in your immediate family has enjoyed a delicious bingo instant pizza recently, please report to an area hospital as soon as possible. Have a nice day.
Well, alright then. Since apparently no one's going to get in our way as we try to get out of here. Let's return to the lower tiers of the city. I don't know what the term for this even is, but now that we've gone ahead and done that, we might be able to talk to this guy again. See if any new developments have come.
Hello? Flipper?
Oh boy. Well, he doesn't look so good.
Oh my god, what happened to you?
They shot me. They took the fucking map.
Who?
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to, but they promised me I'd walk again.
Who did?
Holloway, the Vanguard. I had a deal with them. Then, when you come back, I sent word they wanted the map, information on it. They wanted you.
You sold me out to the Vanguard?
I'm so sorry. They threatened me with they said you can walk again or you can fucking die. Your choice. My choice.
I understand. Just take it easy. Don't move too much. I'm gonna call the cops and then...
No! No, don't. I'm dying. They would just put me in jail. Listen to me. April. The map. I deciphered it. They took it with them, everything. But I made a copy. Over there on the screen.
Well, alright. We got to slowly stand up and...
I played with the map you gave me. And though there was information missing,
Why don't you just take it easy for a while? Don't say anything.
They took it. See the flashing cross? That's the destination on the map. Some kind of anomaly, I guess. Nothing about it in any data bank, but right next to it, there's a spaceport, the Morning Star. Transfer terminal to the colonies, luxury hotels, casinos. If you need to get to the position on the map, that's the way to do it. Go to the Morning Star. Holloway was bringing something with him up there to the station. I heard them talking about it. It sounded important.
The Guardian? It's gotta be the Guardian.
These guys are bad, worst. You gotta be careful. Fucking telling you.
I'm the only chance we got.
I know. Get him. Get up there to the Morning Star. Go to the Morning Star. Do what you have to do now.
I will.
I'm sorry.
You okay, Flipper?
Nope, not
Flipper!
anymore.
Damn. Thanks, Flipper.
Thanks, Flipper. Now I don't think we'll ever see you again. We can't even go back down there, I don't think. Now, thanks to Flipper, we know that the gateway into the Guardian's realm is apparently way out in space, out in the middle of nowhere. Hello. And we need to get on a ship to get to that position. But in order to do that, the only real way we're getting into one of those things is through a certain procedure. Well, a new and colorful face has appeared in the foreground of this screen. But yeah, in order to get out into the place where we need to go, we need to return to this place and this time not just snark at this person.
Welcome back, ma'am. How may I help you?
I'd like to register as a colonist.
Very good, ma'am. You won't regret this decision, I can assure you of that.
I'm sure I will. In fact, I already do.
Yes, well, we'll do our best to find the perfect colony for your tenure after you fill out a simple multiple-choice form and...
Why not just call it slavery? I mean, that's what it is, isn't it?
Oh, no, ma'am, certainly not. Our colonists are given the best of care and a full salary to go with their assigned tenure.
Whatever, I just need to get on a ship that'll take me through to the Morning Star transfer station.
We do have a ship leaving this evening with colonists bound for Bokamba 8, and that does stop at the Morning Star. But I'd suggest you go through our pamphlets.
Sign me up for, what was it, Bokamba 8? That's where I want to go.
All right, ma'am. If you would just hand me your Newport ID card and place your right thumb on that black square, we can get you registered.
Okay. Have some air and... That's
There.
my fingerprint.
That's it, ma'am. You're registered. Now, if you just take your baggage...
No baggage.
Nothing, ma'am? Well, you will receive everything you need when you get to the colonies, so no problem. Just head up to gate number 1 and wait in our lounge. And I have to remind you that if you choose not to board your ship this evening, you will have committed a corporate offense, and you will be subject to imprisonment.
And a nice day to you, too.
Well, this was the best decision we ever made. So now that we've signed ourselves off to be a slave in the space colonies, well, apparently all this is a thing. Kind of surprised we didn't see it before, but one of those snakes has almost swallowed up the other one. Yeah, and now we're just waiting to be shipped off to a new place. And we found we are doing this to get to an indeterminate point in space, but...
Everybody looks tired and lost.
Yeah, I think most people would be.
Restaurants, stores, casinos, bars, all designed to squeeze those last precious few dollars out of the colonists' pockets. Well, at least they won't be needing money where they're going. Earth. I didn't know it could look so beautiful and peaceful.
It's only from far away, I'm sure. But yeah, there's a couple of chapters left, but I think I'm going to leave those for next time. So next time we will be finishing this game. And then doing something indeterminate, but for now I'm going to go ahead and close the game.